Good morning, guys. This is Darryl with Lee's Lawn Care Services. Good morning. How are you? Hope you're having a great day. It's Saturday morning, 7:03 on a Saturday. I'm going to get the gear, getting ready to get to work. I took off yesterday. Got my shot. Got my first dose of the Pfizer. And I told you guys in a video a while back that I was going to get the shot. So I went and got it. I feel fine. I mean, I don't have any problems. The only thing that happened when I first got the shot, it cleared up my sinuses for some reason. I don't know what happened there. And then, like right now, my arm's a little sore, but it wasn't sore at all yesterday. I don't get it, but today it's a little sore. I might have slept on it a little bit or whatever, but I feel fine, I feel fine. Got the other shot scheduled. It's on the 27th. That's what my card says. So I got to go back on the 27th and get the second dose. But I mean, from what I've heard, it's always been the second dose that's been the most. It's the one where people tend to get sick. And my son, he had the Moderna, and the first shot of the Moderna was fine for him. And he said the second shot of Moderna, he ran a little bit of a fever, and after the fever, he's fine. He's been fine. So, and like I said, and a friend of mine, we went to rent that saw from the tool rental, to cut that bad property, that pole saw we rented. Excuse me, and one of the guys there that works at the counter. I was a manager there for a lot of years, and I've been going away from there for quite a few years now. And like I said, one of my friends worked at the counter, and he wasn't there that day, and I called him up, and he was having some issues with that second dose of the Moderna. That's the one he had. And it made him sick, and he took off of work. Because I called, I said, man, why you not here? They're kind of struggling back here to get these rental contracts out and done and all that stuff. And he's like, man, that second dose got me messed up. I'm kind of sick. So he had taken off that particular day. So, but like I said, I've heard the first shot usually, it's not that bad, but that second dose is always the one that like a super round, comes around and gets you. And then after that, you're fine pretty much after that. So I went got it, the Pfizer yesterday. My mom got the Pfizer, and she had no issues, first dose or second dose, she had no issues. My dad got the Moderna, and he didn't have any issues, so, some people, everybody's different, everybody's different, some people have symptoms and some people don't, just depends on the situation. But I contemplated it for a whole year about the shot, because I wasn't going to get it. I was kind of hell bent on it a little bit. I wasn't gonna do that to myself. I wanted to wait and see how other people were reacting to it. So that's how come I put it off. And you feel like you're made out of cast iron out here in these streets, man. You're working and you're just blasting through stuff, and you get a little sick here and there, and you kind of walk through it, but I don't want to run up on something that I can't walk through, and that's kind of how I look at it, so that's why I did it. My body was like, man, don't worry about it, you just go right through it, you're a trooper. And my mind was like, man, what if this thing takes a bad turn or whatnot, and what if this and what if that type of thing, try to cast some doubt, but I'm always confident, in what I do. So I'm like, well, if it happens to me, then maybe it's my time, but also you got to be like, well, if I can prevent something from happening, I'm going to stop it. So That's the kind of mindset that that I had. So got another grass cutter getting on the interstate. Got his brave lease and his tour rolls. He's ready to go. I'm happy, man. I get excited when I see other people out. I don't know if it's just me, but when I see other people out pulling trailers, there's another guy up here pulling a trailer. I don't know what he's got on it yet, but when I catch up to him, I'll let you know. But that makes me happy, man, when I see other guys out cutting grass, doing what I do, you know. All right, that person just pulling a couple bikes, so there's no mowers on that. But I get happy, man. It's like, man, I'm not out here alone, I'm not cutting by myself. I got to be out here, other people out here cutting too, So I get excited about that. I don't know if that's just me or it's just a thing, man. I don't know, but I like that. Regardless of what equipment they use or whatever. But when I see them out there and they're out there working, like I'm working and doing the type of work that I'm doing, man, I'm happy. It makes me happy, man. It does. It does a lot. It's like it just motivates me to want to go and do more. I don't know, man. Maybe I'm the only guy that's like that. I get excited. I see other guys working, man. I'm happy. And if I'm working side by side with them, I'm cool with them. Like I said, I'm just happy to see them out there working and doing the stuff that I do. And they're dealing with the heat and the issues just like I deal with the heat and the issues. And I'm cool with that. Like I said, just lets me know, hey, I'm not alone. There is a lawn care community out here that, hey, they work just as hard as I work, or some work harder than I work, and they put the time in, the effort and the energy in to get stuff done, They're not, inside. A lot of people inside, they pay for this service to be done, and we out here in these streets doing what we got to do, providing for our families, providing for ourselves. The business it provides. That's just what it does. And it goes a long way because that 35 or 40 bucks we get from that particular yard, or maybe more, maybe less, whatever it may be, that adds up. When you do enough of accounts of a stature like that, man, it adds up, man. It adds up, and it puts nice money in your pocket, and then you gotta think about it. Like, it don't take much to run me, so I don't need much, to run me. When it comes down to my bills and all that type of stuff, it don't take much, so you make enough to take care of your business and your bills, and then you make more to, pay on the things you need to pay on, like, maybe you want to get some new equipment, maybe you want to buy a new vehicle, maybe you want to do some different things, that stuff, it adds up, man. I'm telling you, it adds up. It don't take much, man. It really doesn't, It's just, what it is, I think with me sometimes is discipline. It's being disciplined enough to stick it on the side, to stick it out of the way, so that way, it can grow, that type of thing. And so that's how you got to look at it. It doesn't take much to, get the job done you need to get done, and you can take so much out every yard, every week or every day. Just take something out and stick it on the side. This is the time. It should have been done earlier, and I was doing it a lot earlier. But what I was doing was taking it and paying on a machine with my extra, and that's exactly what I was doing. And now we're getting ready to get the machine now. So the little extra that I was sticking on the side and paying for the machine, I can take that and I can save it, toward possibly getting a new vehicle, because that's the next direction I'm going in. My truck has 283,000 miles on it, and it's still running pretty decent. And yes, I've had some issues with it. I've got them fixed, and it's still running. It's running great. And I still have an issue with it. but I don't know if I'm going to fix that issue. I may just trade it in and get a new truck. That's what I'm thinking. Because that particular issue that's wrong with it is going to cost a lot. So that's where I'm at on that. And I've had some work done to it, and it's running great now. I don't have any issues with the performance of it, but that's something I need to get done to it that I know is very, very expensive to get done, and I don't know if I want to come up with that type of money to do it. I'd probably rather just go ahead and get something else possible, and it'll probably be early next year, something like that. Right before the season starts. So I'm gonna hang on until until the new season comes up, and then we're gonna go from there. We'll go from there. So I'm gonna finish out this season with this, and I already got one major purchase, which is this machine, So we're gonna have that, and then next year I'll go after the new vehicle. So that's what I'll do. Because if you think about it, if I'd have took the money that I stuck on the side for the machine and put it towards the new vehicle with the trade-in on it, man, I'd have been great. I'd have been great, because the machine costs like $3,500. So, and they want to give me like, I think it was $9,000 for this truck right now. So you put that with the down payment and the trade-in, man, you got a nice little chunk to take off the price of a new car. So that's kind of what my thought process is, and then I have to pay another note, which I don't like notes, guys. If I can avoid them, I would. But in a situation like when it comes to your house, unless you win the lottery or something like that, you're gonna have to pay on your house. Or if you get a car, unless you got a nice chunk of change stuck to the side, you're gonna have to pay a car note. If you get finance and all that good stuff. So that's kind of where I'm going with that. So, like I said, next year I'm gonna just save up the rest of this year. I already got one major purchase pretty much in the bag, and so next year I'm going to save up, and I'm going to, couple up, as I call it. I'm gonna couple up the two, and I'll probably get a new vehicle. Is there any more new equipment I want to get? Yeah, I want to get. I'm probably gonna get another push mower. So that's in the works for next year. But when you think about stuff like that, I mean, that's just a couple $100, which is, that's not bad. That's an easy fix. But when you're trying to purchase riding mowers, and you're not trying to pay a machine note, which I'm not paying no machine note. You have to save up the bread to get it. And that's pretty much what you do. So you make sacrifices. You do whatever you got to do. You use whatever you got to use to make the sacrifice you need to get you to where you need to be. And regardless of what that means, as far as using whatever equipment and whatever it is you need to do to put that money on the side, so that way you can get what you really want. You sacrificing, that's a testament to you. Sometimes you gotta walk through the mud. You gotta go through the storm before you can see the light. You have to do it. That's just me. I'm not like I said, I'm not a finance guy. Like when it comes to financing equipment, I pay my stuff out. I don't like owing anything. And I look at it like, say you buy a machine $3-4 grand, and if you make $3-4 grand in a couple of months, well, the machine's paid for itself, and the rest of the money is just pure profit. So that's how I look at it. So yeah, I heard coming up front with that type of money, but in the long run I win, because I don't have to pay a note. Guys, like when it comes down to November, December, and November I'm still kind of floating through. December is when it slows down really, really. January slows down really, really. February slows down. March it flames back up like somebody put a torch under it. So that's kind of where we're at, that type of thing. So, guys, my message is to, take care of yourselves. Take the time out to kind of educate yourselves too, different things. Try to, find something that's going to benefit you and do some research on it. Check it out. Try to know the ins and outs of it. Because 9 times out of 10, a lot of the stuff that we check out or we try to look up and stuff like that, people have already done it. And all you have to do is kind of research their work. And they'll give you an idea of how to go about doing stuff. The reason why I buy my stuff flat out is because I don't want any notes. I trained with guys that had notes, and they had machine notes. 3 years, 4 years. It was $100 and something a month, or $200 and something a month. For a machine, no, that's just me. My vision of it. I don't view it that way. I'm not about to pay a note on a machine. Nah, not gonna do it. I'll pay a note on a car or a truck or something like that. But for a ride more, or no, I just don't see that. And then I just have a different take. This is my opinion. A lot of this stuff, when you sit down and you really think about the stuff, man, it's not gonna last forever. It's gonna break. Stuff's gonna happen to it. So I just don't see the value in spending that kind of money on that stuff, because yes, you can spend 8-9 grand and that machine, what, 5 years, 7 years, whatever, it's gonna break. You're gonna have to get another one. And I found guys with lesser expensive equipment that lasts just as long. And honestly, the cut quality of it was actually better than the commercial machine. So, excuse me. That's why I just don't see myself paying that kind of money for something that eventually I'm going to have to replace like that. And I guess you could say that for, cars and trucks and stuff like that. But I've had this truck 9 years. So I've got my value out of it. I paid it off in 5 years. And so I've had 4 years of a run, where I've had some things, but it's still running. It's still running good. And I'm going to try to get some value out of it before, the ultimate stuff starts to really happening. So that's how I look at it, So, 5 years I had to pay for the truck. I got 4 more years out of it. I'm going to get another year out of it next year. Save up for a new vehicle, so it'll be 10 years. So 5 for them and then 5 for me. That's how I look at it. So, which is not bad. So that's my take, guys, on how I see things. And also, if you want, man, you need to think about it. I got vaccinated, and I'm not pressing for you guys. You guys do whatever you feel you need to do. You do whatever you feel you need to do. I pray for you anyway, whether you get it or you don't get it. At least take vitamins, to try and keep your immune system up, to help fight this thing off. If you don't, that's just my thing on it. I do take vitamins, some One-A-Days and some other things, some elderberry and some One-A-Days. I do take that stuff, and I don't take them every day because I found myself, when I was taking them every day, I had some issues, body trying to process all that stuff, and it was just too much to process at one time. So I kind of separated a little bit. But yeah, guys, take care of yourselves. Like I say, I pray for you, to stay healthy, man, and stay in good strength. Look at that Husqvarna. I got a Husqvarna riding mower, Echo weed eaters, and Echo blower, and a Toro Z on there. So then, man, you bring out whatever you can bring out, man. It's it doesn't, the people are not paying your bills, man. You're paying your bills, and you do whatever you got to do to pay them. That's just my take on it. So like I said, I get happy when I see other people out, man, doing what I do. You know, it makes me feel good, you know, that I know that I'm not out here by myself. So, guys, take care. It was a pleasure talking to you, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.